Hello YouTube, this is Michael. I'm bringing you another video here. Actually, most of you know me probably from my tech review channel. I'm actually starting a new YouTube channel, and it's more vlogging about me, my personal life, as well as me building a reptile breeding spot or center, I guess, or business, however you want to call it. So I'm not really doing it for the money, in a sense of course I need the money to help pay for all this stuff because it's very expensive. But anyhow, I have gotten into the whole bearded dragon industry. I think they're really cool animals. So I think there's a lot of negative people out of there. Michael Behrens off YouTube was a very big support why I wanted to get into this and started making my own videos, simply because people I notice are very negative, especially when you're trying to do something good. And I know he really cared about the animals, and there's a lot of breeders out there that were putting them down. Just anyhow, skip all that. That's for another day. But I really want to make sure this channel stays for the positive people who really care about these. Give your support in the comments, but don't put people down for something they say that might be wrong, might be not what you agree with. Just because I believe there's a lot of new bearded dragon owners out there that just don't know. So you go to a pet store, I would think, if me and my wife and kid went to a pet store, these people work with pets all day, we're going to listen to them if they tell us this is what they need. But unfortunately, they're not always right. So hopefully some people come to YouTube and do research, and that's primarily why I'm making these videos. So anyhow, guys, please leave some comments. Let me know what you think, some requests, all that kind of stuff. But for right now, I'm going to actually show you guys my setup, introduce you to some of my bearded dragons that I have. Unfortunately, I can't use a big microphone or a good microphone right now. I'm just using my GoPro's microphone. So we'll go ahead and start and get this going. We did have a little water accident the other day, so I couldn't use my regular enclosures. We actually had to trash them because of the damage that they took. So I had to set up a quick temporary enclosures with some old aquariums and tanks I had. Fortunately, we were able to get them all situated. I was able to get somebody to build me a enclosure you see behind me. They didn't do the best job, but hey, they got me one built, and I at least have room for 4 in there, and then I'll start working on one here in the next week or so. Alright, so over here, it is kind of a mess, so I do need to clean this all up, and I'll show you guys, another video. You guys will be seeing all this stuff on video when I get it all cleaned up in my whole transformation. So this new girl here, I just received her about a day and a half ago. She came to me. She is a little skinny, and we'll go on that in another video, but last night was her first feeding, and she, just went to town. She started eating she ate a lot of dubias. This is my first bearded dragon that I've received that's sub-adult that actually ate, on the first night. Most of them takes a little bit to get used to their enclosures, and the thing that surprised me was how much water she would drink. I mean, she basically just opened her mouth and had a spray bottle and just squirting straight in there. She was just really, really thirsty, as you could tell. Her skin's real wrinkly, so we've been working on getting her back hydrated, things like that. She's been staying in that water bowl, or always around that water bowl, which is giving me the idea she might not have been kept in the best condition. She does have a tail nip, as you can see. So anyhow, I still care about her. We're definitely going to get her back into shape, at least do the best that we can. So right now, that's her. We haven't come up with the name. We've been calling her Citrus for right now. Down here, I have Big Bertha. She's an adult. She's about almost 13 months old, so a little bit over a year. And she still has some growing to do. She loves her heated rock that she's on right now. We have a heat lamp here, a heat lamp also in there, a UVB light here, and we are going to get her another enclosure set up. We gave her one of the big ones just because she's our biggest dragon, one of them anyway. So we gave her the Exoterra one, and she's not a big fan of coming down on top of her. She kind of gets a little nervous. So this one opens from the front, and so it's a little bit easier to access for her. Alright, here we have Tango. Alright, Tango's about 4 months old, and he's a very, very beautiful dragon. So, as you can see, very orange. He loves people. Very calm. Yeah, see, he doesn't want you to put him down. Yeah, he already knows. Oh, you're thirsty, huh? Come on. You gotta go back in there. I'll come get you in a minute. Alright. Down here, we have Zilla. Oh, we've gotten her for about 3 weeks now. I'm pretty sure they just put the puff paint on her when she was done with her first shed, or one of her sheds. So she hasn't started shedding there since. She's just finishing up a previous shed. Sorry, I'm wearing a camera on my head. So, very calm, very cool. Likes to do the splits. She is about 6 months old. So, alright. And down here, I don't have them in here right now, but I do have 2 babies that I'm getting ready to split. And let's go and show you them right now. There was the first tank I cleaned today, and I put them over here, and good, they just use the bathroom in here. This is Friday. He is actually a little wild. I don't like to really grab them when they're too wild. So, he is actually from a PetSmart. We went in with my daughter, and he was kind of small, and it was very crowded, of course. You know, they had him on sale, and she felt very sorry for him. So we got him. He was only $39. So we took him out of there. And he was very calm then, and very, just dehydrated, hungry. So we got him back up, and now he's all perky and all over the place. Still getting used to us. So, anyhow, this is Snow. Alright, she's a Whitby-lit. She definitely loves to eat. Boy, can she eat. And so, she's about 2 months old. And very calm, very relaxed. If I was to have a kid come over and want to see one, this would probably be the first one I would show them, just because of how relaxed and calm she is, and collective. Same thing with Tango. One thing I think is a big thing is you have to trust and know your bearded dragons. So this one is definitely one I'm going to be keeping. So I'll go ahead and put her back in. And again, this setup I've actually only had for about a day so far. Actually, a day and a half. I got this the same day that the citrus one arrived. And the person that put this together really didn't put it together too well. I'm not happy with it. So, anyhow, it'll do though. I'm appreciative I got it. And I'll be working on my next one myself. And I will keep you guys along for that. Alright. I still have one more bearded dragon upstairs I'll show you. Right now, just some of the feeders I have. I have some small dubias in here. And I do have hornworms. I'm not a big fan of hornworms just because they get pretty big fast and they're dangerous for some of the bearded dragons. They can actually hurt them, hurt their eye. They can bite. So, as you can see, some of them, they have the horns on them, which could hurt your bearded dragon. I've heard some people say that, they've had their eye scratched or whatever. They are kind of squishy horns, so, but not a big fan of them. Superworms, I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I wouldn't say I am a big fan. I would say you definitely should use them, but only for your adults. and be very, don't overfeed them. I actually ran on a video the other day where the guy, I think it was a younger kid, said that he feeds his bearded dragons the roaches in the morning and superworms at night every day. And, I guess who am I to say that's wrong? I know though everybody out there says no, you can't feed them superworms, that much, this and that. But who am I to say no, he's wrong? But I just believe they are high in fat. They're not the best for your bearded dragons, but I do believe they need a treat every now and then. So that's what I'll give them. And I only give it to my adults. I don't give it to any of my juveniles, babies, anything. A year and older. Well, actually, I would say about 10 months and older, depending on their size. I also have some big dubias in here, as you can see. So there's only a few in there. I don't feed them these much too either. I like to go with the medium to large dubias for the adults, just to make sure they eat them okay. So as the bigger they get, the more tough it is for them to digest them. I also feed them crickets. This is a new shipment, just came in. So this is some 3/8 size crickets, I believe, or a 1/4 inch. Anywhere from a 1/4 inch to a 3/8. And I feed these to the babies and the juveniles. My adults aren't too big at cricket eaters, so I try to switch it up. I do feed my dragons more dubias than I do crickets, just because they're better for them and easier to digest. My feeding schedule is pretty strict. It is, once I wake up before I go to work, I actually feed them all greens. Their green mix or salad, what we call our, beardy salads. Then once I get home, I take out their green bowls. Usually try to clean up anything, any poop, anything like that, change out their stuff, and then see if they want any water or anything like that. And then about an hour and a half of me being home, say around 4:35, I will then feed them the dubias, things like that. If it's my day off, I'll try to get my juveniles to eat twice, smaller portions, but twice. So something I might try and here shortly is to try to come up with a schedule where I can feed my babies and juveniles twice a day. So we'll see how that goes. Now this one here is Thor, and he is about 11 months old. He's a male. And right now I put him in my daughter's room just because he's, his hormones are going crazy right now, being down there with all those females. So to kind of keep him calm, we put him in our daughter's room. So our daughters, they want to have one in their room anyway. We did just actually break his UVB bulb about an hour before this video. So I have to go downstairs and get him up one and another one up here. So he definitely loves being on that heat light. So we usually try to have two because this cage is bigger. And right now he is actually, he's been in here for 1 day. So we will get another heat lamp up here, put in here for him. Again, these are temporary setups. We had some damage happen, and unfortunately we had to throw away 2 of those big enclosures. So we lost 8 cages. We were able to salvage some of the lights and things like that. But anyhow, moving on. This is our last one. He is going to be one of our breeders, and he is a 0. And I will be posting in the description what all of my dragons are, their morphs and all that. So anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Please, watch my videos. I'll be posting a lot of videos for my bearded dragons, how we give them baths, things like that, and just let you know how we do things here. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think, any requests, reviews, anything like that. You all have a good day.